Hey guys, what's going on? Andy Brew coming at you, and I'm coming at you today with another Crash Bandicoot 4 gameplay reveal trailer, and this is insane because not only is Tawna back, we haven't seen her since Crash 1, literally the first Crash Bandicoot game, and of course, like, you know, the new Crash Team Racing, but also, she's playable. How many playable characters do we have? Crash and Coco, Cortex, and Dingo Dial, and now they brought Tawna back, and she's playable? Hello? Like, this is insane. I'm so excited for this game. I'm so excited. I can't wait. We're going to watch this and react to this whole thing, but This was uploaded like 30 minutes ago, and so it's very fresh, and we're gonna watch it.
Oh, look at this outfit.
Like, Tawna is back, and she's playable.
The master of subtlety.
That's right.
Yo, that outfit? What? I'm actually so excited for the costumes and stuff. Okay, let's get into it. Give me some more stuff.
Welcome to PlayStation Underground. Before we introduce our developer guest from Toys for Bob, we're super excited to showcase a brand new cinematic from Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, featuring a certain character's very exciting return. So we'll stay quiet while playing that for you.
That's insane. They just brought her back. And it's actually a cutscene, too.
Thank you so much. Wait, Tawna? But you're different.
That don't look like Tawna.
From our universe.
Oh, it's an...
Good to see you guys. It's been a long time for me.
We lost touch in your universe too, huh?
Yeah, you could say that.
I love that there's like
Did
story.
you, like, die or something?
What? No, definitely not. So how are things in
Tawna from a different universe, an alternate
Usual.
Tawna.
A bunch of evil scientists attempting interdimensional domination.
Huh. So, what you
Classic.
collecting? Crystals? Gems?
Masks.
Ooh, fun. Well, good luck with that.
Wait, you're not coming?
Sorry, I fly solo.
I love her look.
But I'll lend a hand where I can.
Like this Tawna's look.
I already have.
I love her. I love her look. And she's playable? What the heck? This is so insane to me.
Welcome, everybody.
Yo,
to
she
another
literally
episode of PlayStation
like
Underground.
kicks.
You got Tim and Kristen here.
Hey.
And we are so excited to be joined by Lou Studdert, producer on Crash 4, It's About Time, and Mandy Benanov, writer on the game. Thanks so much
Oh
for
my
joining us for
goodness,
a look at
she's
Crash Bandicoot
amazing.
4.
Yeah, glad to be back.
Great to be here.
Well, Lou and Mandy, we're absolutely honored to have you both on to reveal Tawna. and
She's
Crash
got a
Bandicoot
rope!
4, you know, first with that awesome
She's
cutscene,
got that
and now
Wonder
with
Woman
look
lasso.
at her gameplay. So, where do we begin?
Yeah, so today
Or
we're
whatever,
super
or whip.
excited to be on PlayStation Underground, revealing kind of our last playable character. This is Tawna.
Yeah,
Awesome. She's got a new style.
it's exciting to see her like in this version.
Yeah, no, she's, you know, it was really exciting for us to kind of re-envision her role in the game.
That's
And
awesome
so
that
this
they
is actually, as you saw in
they
the-
kind of brought
the-
her
the
back. I love
cinematic At
it.
the start here, this is Tawna from another dimension.
This is so cool. And
so
she
this
can
is
wall
kind of a
jump.
version of a unique, kind of playable version of Tawna.
That's an octopus with
Tawna.
swords. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great, and she's got it definitely. You know, one thing that's been really cool seeing all the different playable characters for Crash
Oh
4
my
is,
gosh.
you know, Crash and
Oh,
Coco
rip-
have a very
rip
traditional
Tawna.
play style for, you know, Crash Bandicoot, but then you have, you know, Cortex who kind of uses his blaster to change enemies, and then recently revealed Dingo
This is
Dial
so
and his vacuum
crazy.
cannon. So what sets
How
Tawna
many more
apart, you know,
playable
gameplay-wise, that we're seeing
characters?
here?
Yeah, so
How many more?
Tawna's kind of all about being like an action hero.
Give us Crunch.
Looks like it.
And
Crunch
for
as a
her,
playable
she's
character.
actually got
Might as
a couple of
well.
really unique maneuvers that kind of change her gameplay when compared to Crash and Coco or the other playable
Right.
characters. Primarily, she has what we call her hook shot. It's kind of a grappling hook.
That's
that
so
allows her,
dope.
to traverse the level really speedily, and then you can also see she's the only character that can wall jump. And so for her, it's all about kind of quick traversal and comboing these different maneuvers together.
Oh, there's that.
This is so cool.
Yeah, going from a rope swing to a hook shot to a rail grind to a wall jump. She's all about being fast
nice.
and
The death
nimble,
animation.
in ways that the other characters aren't.
Nice. I love her design too, like just like the leg warmers and the hair. Like it's very.
I
80s
love her
Yeah.
design.
I love it.
Yeah,
She
that's
just got
actually
eaten.
something that our team was really focused on, was kind of making her
I
seem like
love
she's
her
been
design.
on adventures, and she's kind of found, her own personal style and way forward in the world.
Gosh,
Yeah.
this is like
And
Tomb
so
Raider, but
I'm
Crash
seeing color
Bandicoot.
splash out of her here. What's going on there?
Yeah, so this is actually a look at one of our newly revealed modes
Yeah,
called
like the
Inverted Mode.
new level
And
mode,
so
yeah.
it's our kind of souped up take on
So cool.
a
They
mirror
talked about
mode.
that before.
And so what we've got is kind of an inverted level layout, but then also each of the dimensions has their own new and unique kind of art style and
So cool.
experience. And so this one that we're showing off today that Tawna's playing through is one where the world is black and white.
How are you
but
gonna
all
get
the
that
actions
box
that you
over
do
there?
paint to the environment.
It's in the middle of the freaking ocean.
Watch out for those sharks.
Yeah, it looks like, no matter what character you're playing in Crash 4, that familiar but challenging but fair.
Oh, she's got to
difficulty is
grapple it.
there.
Duh. I knew that.
I wanted to ask a question, Mandy, for you, what it was like revisiting a character like Tawna, who's familiar,
Man.
but this is a different take, and she's been kind of out of the
Man,
picture for
Crash
a little while.
Bandicoot Tomb
What was it
Raider
like bringing
confirmed.
her back,
I
in this
love
new
it.
way?
It was really cool. I mean, the nice thing about doing an alternate universe.
Look
here
at her
is you
go! Oh,
get a blank canvas. So obviously I had
nice.
the art to go on as to what she looked
These
like.
levels
but
too
It
look
was
so
really
fun.
trying to figure out who she was and what her place in the story was.
Sorry, I love this recycle bin.
Yeah. If you gotta go, as long as
Oh,
you can
man.
be useful and repurposed.
I'm
in
like
your,
wondering,
afterlife. That's
because I was
great.
wondering how like
Yeah,
the
in
levels are
future,
gonna work.
They can even reuse Bandicoot corpses.
That's good. You
That's
gotta get
I missed the
resourceful.
context of that, but that
That's
sounded
awesome.
messed up. Bandicoot corpses. Well, I was
One thing I'm curious about.
let me listen to them
is-
talk real quick.
Is with the different characters being playable. Sort of, how does it work for you pick up the
Oh
game
my gosh.
and you start playing? Is
I was
it
gonna
like
say,
a linear
I
progression?
was literally just gonna
stages,
ask, are the
and you'll play
levels?
different
Is it like
characters at
linear
different stages,
or
can you go
yeah?
back to the same levels as a different character?
I was
How does it
literally
work,
just going to
for
comment
folks
on
that
that.
are gonna be playing it.
Sure. So the main adventure is a linear series of stages. We've
It
kind of taken
is
our
linear.
cue
Okay.
From
Gotcha.
Crash Bandicoot 1, and we've got what we call the dimensional map, which is kind of this overview of the levels, and that allows
Okay.
us to introduce new mechanics and new
Gotcha.
characters along the way.
That's cool.
Now,
Okay.
the
Okay.
three,
I'm cool with
additional
that.
playable characters, Tawna, Cortex, and Dingodile, will be introduced
Insane.
with their own main level story to get you up to speed
okay.
on how they play, what their movesets are, so we can kind of train you in how to play
Yeah,
them. And
so
introduce
I'm
their
guessing they're gonna have their
storylines.
own
But
different
from
branch
that
of
point
levels.
on, they actually are
If I
mostly
had to
in these
guess.
optional levels that we call timelines. And so these timelines are these really fun levels where half of the level is playing as these unique characters in their own level section.
Timelines.
And then you see how their story interacts with Crash and Coco.
Interesting.
That's cool.
So it's more like this is like the
It's-
sideline of what's happening.
It's more story
Yes,
driven.
exactly. And,
Which is so
and
cool.
it was
Can
kinda
she
fun
break the
is,
nitro boxes with the
when
grappling
we were
hook?
working on this, and when Mandy was doing the writing and figuring out how we wanted to do this, we kind of joked, of each of these different characters have their own way of interacting. Where
Yeah.
Cortex, being a villain, is doing stuff to hinder Crash and Coco. Dingodile is just kind of an accidental
Right.
tourist in all of this.
That's
But
actually
he's
really
mostly
funny. That's
just
perfect.
kind
That's a
of causing
perfect Dingodile
havoc
role.
unknowingly. But then Tawna is all about almost being kind of like a guardian angel on the sideline.
That's dope.
She's looking out for him.
That's awesome.
What a
And
legend.
I like that it's kind of this interesting contrast to Cortex, who's kind of causing destruction that might
Right.
hinder the progress.
Are we gonna get a Tawna versus Cortex boss fight?
Their stages. But the one thing.
Come
I'm curious
on,
about
give it
too
to
is
me.
From a gameplay and sort of narrative perspective, like Tawna's, her abilities to everything from her animations, whereas Crash might have sort of like a belly flop or something like that. She has this really
Yeah.
like intentional ground pound. What does her new design sort of say about her as a character.
There's
in
another
Crash
one of those
4.
like level designs.
Sure.
So
I mean,
cool.
Mandy, do you want to speak to that?
Sure. I
That
think
this level
the
this
biggest
level
thing
mode
is
will
it
give me a
speaks
headache.
to her past in her universe, which you don't really see, but just the fact that she's an experienced, capable adventurer.
Yeah.
This
I
really isn't her
love
first
that it's
rodeo,
more
and
like
so
story
I
driven,
think
you know?
that really
Like you
shows
guys know
through
me, I'm
her
a
animations and her
story guy
moveset
when it
and all
comes
that
to
stuff.
games.
Yeah.
But not what I
Water
expected
level
from
is
Crash
just-
Bandicoot.
I love how it like she's kind of
So
slowed
she has,
down
like, a
to
death
move
counter.
a little bit more.
I thought those were lives.
Is
That's
that
how many
another
times she
inverted,
dies.
level?
Because that was
It is,
increasing.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is actually the inverted version of this future dimension, and so it totally
Man,
changes
she's
the
got
way
the
that
rough buddy
level
counter.
feels.
really does. Yeah.
If y'all been around, you know what that
I
is.
love that because it really just adds to the replayability of like you think you already know how this level runs, and then going through it again with this different style just adds
Yeah.
that extra layer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's really fun
interesting.
because what we found is playing the Crash games, you
And
build
she's
a
going
muscle memory. and so
definitely
you
a
end
lot
up, like, you actually
slower
see,
in this
you know,
level
especially
mode.
now that we have this death counter, you see your
It is
you
a
know,
death counter.
skill
That's
grow
so
just
cool.
by kind of replaying
Man,
it and knowing the
so
challenges.
crazy.
And so we wanted to create a mode that completely messed with that.
Yeah.
That's
And really made
awesome.
your, muscle memory betray
I don't
you,
need to
and
add
you
my own
actually
death
have to
counter.
learn
I
and
can just we
relearn
got
the
one
levels
in
over
the
again to
game.
make it feel really fresh.
I love that.
No,
That's
really
awesome.
Cool. And I'm also just a huge fan of seeing. I love wall jumps in game, and growing up with like side-scrolling platformers from like the 8 and 16-bit era, like just wall jumping is.
I wonder if like there's different trophies you can get for like
precision and skill. So
beating
it's fun to
levels,
see
level
that
modes
in, a Crash game.
with like a certain amount of
Also, it's fun to see
like deaths, you know.
enemies stacked on top of each other to try to take you out with flailing cutlasses.
So is it
So
only?
yeah, what are we looking at now?
Do they all have like a death counter, or are there like no lives,
Yeah, so
or
we
is it
wanted
just
to,
for like
show
the
off a
other
little
playable
bit more,
characters?
Crash and Coco, of course.
So,
just kind of, you know,
It's
to
just a death counter.
make sure.
All right, no lives. That's
as well.
interesting. That's really
I'm loving
interesting.
her pirate costume.
I thought it was
Yeah,
just
that's
for like
actually the other thing that we
the other
recently
playable
unveiled is
characters.
that, you can actually find
Yeah, the costumes are look
gems
so good.
in levels and kind of earn gems, and these gems are used
Oh,
level by
okay.
level to unlock additional skins for the game.
Nice,
And so
cool,
this is
cool,
something
cool, cool.
that's, you know, it's not a microtransaction. or
You can
purchase,
find-
it's
you can
purely,
find gems, and you
a game
can
experience thing. But we wanted to show off
earn
some
them.
of those skins,
Nice.
especially
I'm glad
the
they
ones that
kept
are
that.
fun because they're themed to the world that you're in. And so we started the video taking a look at Tawna in kind of a pirate-themed dimension level. And here we've got Coco doing some similar
Doing her
exploration,
thing.
but in a different level and wearing her awesome pirate outfit.
Now do
I
the
loved
do
earlier when she
the
was
outfits
able to
carry
whip
into
one
the
enemy right
cutscenes? That's
into
what
the
I want
other.
to know.
Yeah.
So satisfying.
Yep.
You skip some boxes,
and, yeah,
Coco.
in the interest of,
That-
you know,
that
showing off
bugs the
variety of
crap
Crash
out of me.
4,
That's
I
a
guess it's worth
crime
noting that this is a
in
pre-
Crash
this is
Bandicoot.
pre-recorded gameplay. We're not doing this live as we're talking, just because we did want to be able to kind of show a bunch of different, examples of the gameplay. all at
I'm
once.
really,
But
I am
love
really
this
excited.
world,
I'm just excited for a new
and sort of
Crash
the
game. It's
pirate
gonna be
theme.
very different.
And I did get a chance to
than
play
from what
a
we're
little bit
used to.
of Crash 4 and try these sort of like
But
rail
I'm
grinding
excited.
sequences. And it's a lot of fun. One thing I really liked is that when you're controlling them underneath,
Yo, she
on
looks
the
so,
underside of
like,
the rail,
fluid
you
on the
have
rail.
control over kind of where their body's angled, so you
It's
can
really cool.
kind of dodge
This
incoming,
freaking outfit, dude.
attacks. Oh,
This is
what
amazing.
outfit?
Crash's outfit. So good.
The master of subtlety.
That's right.
Look
Man, he's got the
a
sauce,
charmer.
dude.
So is this his future get up?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Future Crash.
This is what we're all gonna look like in the future, so get used to it.
Man, I hope so.
Yep.
I kind of dig it,
Anything to
dude.
make me feel alive, this is what I could use.
Okay,
I
I
love
wanna
this.
cover
So this is
myself.
the same sort of themed stage as we were looking at with Tawna underwater, but this is just its sort of default look. Is that right?
Yes.
I didn't even
So,
realize
yes,
there's,
this
like-
is, this is what we call the snacks dimension.
Yes.
Because this is kind of the culinary capital of the universe. This is the
Man.
Neon City, and
So cool.
there are food trucks throughout.
Whoa.
And it's actually what we wanted to do was make a futuristic world that was ultra, happy and positive. We didn't want to make, a super dark, depressing dystopia.
Right.
We actually went and, made this super fun.
Yo, this
super
actually,
vibrant,
like, the
futuristic
platforming,
city,
I'm
and
excited 'cause the
we actually have
platforming
signage
definitely
of
looks
different
like
cultures,
pretty
different,
challenging, you know?
languages represented, because this is just the hangout of the universe.
Interesting
great.
they went
And
with a
then we're
death
also,
counter.
you know,
and
seeing
not
some
like
of
lives,
the quantum
you know?
mass gameplay here too.
So interesting.
That will change.
I bet
the,
if you get like,
different
I bet
elements
there's
of
like
gameplay,
you get a
flowing
gem for like
times,
running a
phasing
level
things in and
perfectly
out
or
of
something
reality
without
and what
dying.
have you. So
I'm willing
one
to
thing
bet.
is worth
That'd be a
calling
cool
out there.
challenge.
All right, so we're just about out of time. Lou, Mandy, thank you so much for joining us on PlayStation Underground.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yep.
Wow.
And Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, hits PS4 on October 2nd, 2020.
It does. That's so crazy. Wow, sick. All right, it just makes me more excited like for this game. Like again, it's like not the typical Crash formula, but it's gonna be like its own thing. It's gonna have elements from the typical Crash formula that we've seen in the past. That made all the other Crash games so good, and adding its own flair. It is cool that it is. It's interesting that it's going to be linear, you know, because I really do like it specifically for Crash Bandicoot, like having all the different levels and like, you know, the gems in the levels and the time relics and stuff. But this, you know, we've had linear Crash games in the past. We've had Twin Sanity. We've had, Crash of the Titans, which whatever. We don't really talk about that one. But yeah, we've had like I'm sure other Crash games. Those are just two that I thought of off the top of my head. But yeah, like you know, I don't mind having like a linear Crash game. Like I think it's going to have the freshness and the uniqueness of like, okay, it's a new Crash game, you know, but also it's going to have some familiar elements that we've seen in other Crash games. But Tawna is playable. That is so crazy. That's so cool. Definitely did not expect that. How many other playable characters are there? Like, I'm expecting Crunch to be in this game, like alternate reality Crunch to be playable, and he's just he's like the Hulk, man. He just powers through. So, but hey, we'll see. October 2nd is when this comes out. You better believe we're going to be streaming this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. Oh my gosh, excuse me. For more trailer reactions. This is a gameplay reveal, not like a trailer, but you know what it is. And yeah, and also, you know, we're going to be playing Crash 4 on this channel, so I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. And that's pretty much all I got for you. And until the next video, I'm Andy Brew, and I'll see you later. Peace out.